Welcome to Premier Championship Wrestling. We are on the road. Let's go to Nick Lendl. My name is Joe Dombrowski. I'm joined by a special guest. This installment in for Benjamin C. Steele, former Premier in-ring competitor Aiden Bale.
Joey, how you doing?
Bryen Douglas kicking us off this week here at the Crystal Rock Hall, Sandusky, Ohio. Been a while since we've seen Bryen Douglas in Premier Championship Wrestling. Been about a year or so. However, he has been in-ring contesting himself against some top-level competition in this company. Names like Ron Mathis, Atticus Coker, a number of others have crossed paths with Bryen. In the month that he's been here, Bryan's been out of the rankings, off the scene in Premier, but looking to reestablish himself a little bit here in this outing. To Coothorpe Sanitary as well.
I don't like that.
Low ceiling will be an interesting adjustment as this matchup goes on, and as this night goes on, several high flyers on the card. It's all about adjusting to your surroundings in this business.
Gross. I mean, seriously, look at everything. And his opponent, the schools, it's tattered.
I think he's a little disappointed with everything that's going on.
Well, Douglas can't have his focus on his surroundings here tonight. He needs to have his attention on his opponent because we're looking at one of the fastest rising young stars in Premier stepping through the entranceway. Cisco Silver representing his Silver Squad, his legions of fans all across the area. Cisco has been on a meteoric rise here in Premier Championship Wrestling. Big victories lately over the likes of hard-nosed veteran Bruce Gray and the coach of Katie Arquette, Nikki Valentino, among others. Cisco's actually inserted himself into the equation in the past. When it comes to Katie Arquette, it's been Katie, it's been Valentino, it's been Calvin Couture, with 3-on-1 assaults on members of the Premier Women's Division. Anytime that's happened, Cisco's been there to even the odds, to right a wrong. I think that's a credit to not only the fighting spirit of Cisco, but the good nature he has as well.
Yeah, you can already tell there's definitely a different attitude in the air between the two of them. Cisco, he seems a little bit more upbeat, looks like he's happy to be here. Not so much on the other side of the ring.
I think Cisco loves the art of competition. He loves testing himself. Cisco's that sponge, and certainly you can relate to this, being a young man in this business. Just learning every single thing you can, developing on every facet of your in-ring game. Cisco's an athlete that thinks about this business 24/7, whether he's in the gym, whether he's working out in the ring, whether he's traveling on the road, whatever he's doing. Cisco wants to be the absolute best, and certainly Bryen Douglas, I think, feels that he's already there.
Yeah, well, that attitude can definitely bite you in the butt. Absolutely. You gotta be hungry. You have to think about this 24 hours a day. This is your life. This is what you gotta do. You have to put your best efforts to make it exactly what you want to get from it. That goes with anything.
And let's talk about that, because you had spent quite a number of your Premier days in the ring with athletes larger than you. Jack Pollock comes to mind, certainly a number of others. What goes through your mind as Bryen Douglas is mocking Cisco Silver, Cisco's trademark hand sign there with the 3 fingers extended? The number 3 with Cisco is a tribute to, I believe, his late brother who had passed on. That was his number in the sports world, and Cisco certainly is very close to family, very close to his friends, and certainly that bond helps him quite a big deal, and he wants to do his family proud. He wants to do himself proud. He wants to live up to that full potential.
I'm sure that keeps him going 100%. Absolutely.
Let's get back to the point and talk about young Aiden Bale in professional wrestling ring. You got an opponent larger than you. You've got an opponent certainly cockier than you. Maybe he's got a reach advantage. Maybe he's got a power advantage. How do you get around that?
You just gotta shuck and jive. That's the only way you can really say it. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know, someone's a little bit larger than you. Maybe you're a little bit faster than them. Maybe you see a little bit of an opening that they don't quite see. You feel them out. Hold your cards close to your chest. You know, let them see what you're working up against, and then make the adjustments from there. You got to be on your toes.
Well, Cisco certainly made a lot of adjustments in his career. He has started out really on the wrong side of the tracks, but has really worked very, very hard to amass a positive reputation, to amass a great win-loss record, and the respect of his peers and fans alike. Side headlock takeover by Cisco. Douglas, great agility back to his feet. He is really proud of that, but
Pretty slick, huh?
I don't think Bryen Douglas ever met a mirror he didn't like.
Yeah.
You resemble that remark as far as being very phallically inclined, like Mr. Douglas.
Well, a little less than before, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
So the people at home know what you mean. Aiden Vale has since cut his hair since we've last seen him in the ring.
I still have it. It's in a box, so when it break, glass in case of emergency.
Well, maybe we'll put it on a poll one day for a stipulation. Douglas, the wrist lock, into the side headlock. Tentative start here. It's the first time these two athletes have met in any context, to the best of my knowledge. And a nice takedown by Douglas as well.
Not on the real, man.
Running his mouth is definitely going to get him in trouble, though. He's got to stick to him, because it doesn't look like this guy's going to go without a fight.
Yeah, Cisco quickens the pace. It's advantage Cisco. Cisco's carrying around less body weight. Cisco is welterweight size. Douglas is right on the brink. He's right on the cusp of being on that welterweight limit.
And now he's toying with him. Oh!
Good grief.
Yeah, that was a big risk. See, that's the thing about those. You gotta execute those perfectly. Otherwise, it could be more damage to you than it is your opponent. But it looks like he's got he's got him where he's wanted. You gotta get him back in the ring though.
Wait, Cisco down across between the shoulder blades, and Douglas, he's gonna be headed to the concession area here. He wants to get as far away from the action as possible. Cisco has no problem fighting you anywhere in the building or out.
That takes heart. That says, you know what, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get the job done, and it looks like he's doing it.
And Bryen able to fire back.
He's still in it.
Normally I'd say Douglas has the advantage in the striking game, but Cisco is a fiery young competitor and certainly packs a deceptive power behind his strikes.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of force behind those.
Went to spring in, but Douglas able to cut Cisco off at the pass. And the lateral press only gets a count of one.
He's going to take a little more. Grabs the headlock, he's going to wear him down even more. Not a bad plan.
He's grounding Cisco, Silver. You keep Cisco in your grasp, and certainly you're not going to be caught off guard. There's going to be no surprises. Cisco, a guy who, again, can hit you in all sides and work all styles. Douglas firmly in control at this point, not going to let himself get caught off guard.
Yeah, Cisco, he looks like he's coming at, Douglas from all angles. He's up, he's down, he's over and out. You got to keep him down, I think, though. That's definitely what's going to help.
Easier said than done. Cisco, that heart, that determination. He turns inward on the chin lock, alleviates some of the pressure, able to break things. And Douglas the clothesline.
You better stay on him there. There he goes.
Deep hook of the leg for two. Douglas could sense that momentum shift, and you could see the adjustment he made midstream that time. And Cisco
right back to the head.
Cisco's horizontal at this point. He's got no point of reference to attempt to leverage his way free.
See, Douglas is consistent though. He's sticking with that head. He knows he's already got his plan together. Cisco's working back up now, but I'm sure he's going to try to take him right back down because he's got his mind in it. He's got something up his sleeve for sure.
Well, hey, eventually something's going to give. Either Cisco's going to find a way that works, or Douglas is just going to keep pressuring until the lights go out. As you can see, the counts get a bit longer for Douglas at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely.
Able to cradle that leg tightly. This matchup has gotten more physical as we've gone on.
No, now it's getting heated. Now he's getting mad. He can't put him away yet. He's definitely, he's got to go deep into the well to figure something out. All those chops are doing right now, yeah, sure they hurt. They're wearing Cisco down, but they're also making him mad too. So he's gonna come right back, and it looks like that's what he's doing. Little fire of his own.
Yeah, rapid fire by Cisco and Douglas. Notice the cheap shot, able to grab the trunks, the tights of Cisco, send him face first into that turnbuckle.
Back on him.
Stacks him up. Wide base, but only 2. Standard cover. 2 again. You gotta wonder if Coach Valentino, Katie Arquette, Calvin Couture are watching on from somewhere. They're not here tonight, but could they be scouting an athlete who has routinely been a thorn in their side?
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly there is no substitute for a 3-on-1 advantage, as we've seen over the weeks as Douglas gets a textbook suplex for 2. Douglas beginning to get a bit frustrated as well.
Yeah, it's showing, but he's got to control that. He can't let his opponent see that.
Douglas charges in. Able to connect with the midsection. Cisco double over in pain. Look out.
Hello.
Hurricane Rana, nicely done. Here we go. Now reversal.
Oh, but he scouts it.
Cisco springboard, nicely done. The crossbody connects. Could this be all? No. Near fall situation. I think Cisco thought that was 3 as well.
It could have been. It was close.
Oh, and Douglas manipulates the official in the way of Cisco that was looking to finish this thing off. Discus forearm countered. Cisco gets caught, but check this out. Satellite head scissor.
One step ahead.
Cisco with the combo. And is Cisco able to go high risk in this environment?
You do it on the top. Ceiling's not high.
Well, Douglas is halfway across the ring, and I think Cisco realizes he needs to make an adjustment here.
Shuck and jive. Like I said, you got to adapt. You have to look at your surroundings. You got to make the adjustments that are necessary to get the job done.
Cisco collides with a splash. Knocked the wind out of him. Cisco got it.
Done. Good job.
Cisco's building momentum here. It's got some victories on his side. His silver squad is certainly gaining momentum. Bryen Douglas not really sure what happened, but Cisco's shown that you're not going to bully anybody around on his watch. And hey, when it comes to one-on-one competition, Cisco's becoming one of the toughest to beat on the Premier roster.
Yeah, he's definitely making some waves. That was a great job, great performance. Yeah, I'm interested to see what he does next.
The sky's the limit for the man behind the silver squad. Cisco the victory.